Subscribe and click the bell icon for the latest updates and notifications from the Indian Express.
The BJP sees an inalienable link between itself and Jammu and Kashmir, a close connection between the trouble in the state and its own inception as a party. The man who establishes this link is Dr Syama Prasad Mookerjee, a Bengali barrister, educationist, and once member of Jawaharlal Nehru's cabinet, who died on June 23, 1953 in Srinagar Jail, where he had been imprisoned for violating prohibitory orders issued by the state government of Sheikh Abdullah. 2 years previously, in 1951, Mookerjee had founded the Bharatiya Jana Sangh, the political arm of the RSS, and the predecessor and the first avatar of the BJP. The process of integration of Jammu and Kashmir with the Indian Union was long and torturous. Negotiations on the precise status of the state vis-a-vis the Union continued well into the summer of 1952, 5 years after independence. In July of that year, after Sheikh Abdullah met with Nehru and his senior ministers in New Delhi, an agreement was drafted defining the contours of J&K's autonomy. It was agreed that J&K's flag would be flown side by side with the tricolour. In case of internal disturbances, India would not be able to send forces without permission from the state government. Residuary powers which, in case of all states, lie with the centre, in case of Jammu and Kashmir, would rest with the state. And no outsider would be able to buy land or property in the state to forestall the possibility of a change in the population profile of J&K. But Sheikh Abdullah wanted more. He declared that only J&K would decide what powers to give to India and to what extent the writ of the Supreme Court would run in the state. He informed the young Karan Singh, the Dogra Yuvraj, who was the head of the state, that if he did not break up with the reactionary elements, he would be deposed like his father, Maharaja Hari Singh. By reactionary elements, the Sheikh meant the Hindus of Jammu, who were agitating for full integration with India, raising the slogan, Ek desh mein do vidhan, do pradhan, do nishan, nahi chalega, nahi chalega. The Jammu Hindus had been loyal subjects of the Maharaja. Also, they feared the extension of Sheikh Abdullah's socialist land reforms to Jammu, which had already resulted in big and mostly Hindu landowners in Kashmir losing vast tracts of their land. In Jammu, the valley-based National Conference was facing agitation from the Praja Parishad, a political party founded in 1949 by the veteran local leader Prem Nath Dogra. Sheikh Abdullah was contemptuous of the Parishad, dismissing them as feudal reactionaries. In 1951, the National Conference won all 75 seats to the J&K Constituent Assembly after the Parishad boycotted the election, protesting alleged unfair practices. The voice of the Jammu Hindus was amplified in the rest of the India by the support it received from Dr. Mookerjee. On October 21, 1951, he had become the founder president of the Jana Sangh. The new party contested the elections in 1952 but could only win 3 seats in parliament. In the House, Mookerjee was scathing in his criticism of the government's policy in J&K and pressed for making the state a part of India with no special concessions. In January 1953, Mookerjee wrote to Nehru, backing the Parishad's highly patriotic and emotional movement to merge completely with India. He repeatedly asked Nehru and Sheikh Abdullah to stop the crackdown on the Parishad, release its leaders from custody, and call a meeting of all stakeholders on J&K. While the Prime Minister insisted that the Parishad first call off its agitation, Mookerjee wanted the government to announce talks before anything else. With matters deadlocked, Mookerjee took the agitation to the streets of Delhi. Jana Sangh workers, along with those of Hindu Mahasabha and Ram Rajya Parishad, offered satyagraha outside police stations and courted arrest. By 1953, as many as 1,300 protesters had been arrested, according to scholarship on that period. On May 8, 1953, Syama Prasad started out for Jammu with the intention of heading to Srinagar thereafter. Sheikh Abdullah's government issued orders restricting his movement and after Syama Prasad proceeded regardless, arrested him on May 11th. Syama Prasad was lodged in jail in Srinagar. In the beginning of June, he took ill and passed away on June 23, 1953. The BJP has ever since held up Syama Prasad's agitation as a reason and inspiration for its goal of uniting J&K fully with the Indian Union.